For anyone that's worked the night shift or pulled an all-nighter, you know how comforting the bed can be. But for some people, falling asleep can be a literal nightmare. Sleep paralysis is a period of time when you're falling asleep or waking up where your body is unable to move but your mind is fully awake. This is because the human body actually turns off of all of its muscles when it's sleeping in a process known as atonia so that you don't hurt yourself when you're having a bad dream. Sometimes half of our brain is still asleep while the other half of our brain is wide awake, and this causes us to be able to see our surroundings, like our bedroom or wherever we might be sleeping, but also have hallucinations because our dreams are actually merging with reality. These hallucinations can come in three forms. There's intruder hallucinations, where you feel like something evil is watching you. There's incubus hallucinations, where you feel like something's actually sitting and pressing on your chest. And there's vestibular motor hallucinations, where you feel like you're having an out-of-body experience. Over 100 different cultures around the world have stories related to sleep paralysis. In fact, this is probably why we have stories about demons and fairies and alien abductions in the first place. Sleep paralysis is probably the cause of the mass hysteria that occurred during the 17th century witch trials in England and New England. Sleep paralysis was only written about in an official account in the mid-20th century by Ernest Jones in his book On the Nightmare. Sleep paralysis only lasts a few minutes, but it will affect over 8% of all people at some point in their lifetime. Sleep paralysis is linked with post-traumatic stress disorder as well as anxiety disorders, but it also occurs in people that work shift work, such as nurses and late-night staff. While antidepressants and cognitive behavioral therapy have been shown to help, scientists say that the best treatment for this is really just to practice proper sleep habits. If you do experience sleep paralysis, the scientists also say the best course of action is just to look right at the monster, acknowledge its presence, and laugh at it. While sleep paralysis is not dangerous, it does provide some super cool insight into how our fears have changed throughout history. So whether you're a 17th century farmer that's afraid of witchcraft or a 20th century office worker that's afraid of being abducted by aliens, these are really cool stories that actually show us what our fears are at any given time in history. Now, cool stories like that are what help me sleep at night. I'll see you next week.